What's up, everyone? This is Black Ops National Champ Censor here for an episode of the NOS Performance Pro Tips. On this segment, we're going to be looking at some of my favorite loadouts and vantage points in Modern Warfare 3. Let's get this started with the loadouts. One of my favorite weapons is the ACR. Pistols and grenades on this game are pretty much personal preference, but I prefer the Magnum and Semtex. I like to be able to make moves quickly, and both these aid to my style of play. I prefer the proficiency kick so that my gun has the least recoil possible. As for the perk 1 slot, I prefer extreme conditioning because I like to play fast and be up in my enemy team's face. For your perks 2 and 3, it's almost mandatory to use quick draw and dead silence. Quick draw allows you to aim down your sights faster and throw grenades quicker. And finally, dead silence is the most useful perk in the slot. It allows you to move around the map, making minimum noise and taking no fall damage when jumping down from high surfaces. Another great gun I recommend to everyone is the G36C with the same loadout as my personal ACR class. It's extremely versatile and is good for mostly every situation you can be placed within a game. This game has a lot of good assault rifles, and the G36C goes hand in hand as my favorite next to the ACR. For players who enjoy doing the dirty work and getting behind enemy lines like myself, I recommend using the UMP. As far as loadouts are concerned, I use the same as I would with my other 2 recommended classes, with the only difference being the proficiency. On submachine guns like the UMP, I feel range brings more versatility to the gun. Alright guys, these are my top 3 favorite vantage points. For Dome CTF, my favorite vantage point is mid-map. When you're in the process of pulling the enemy's dome flag, my favorite power position is the mid-map. All you have to do is post up anywhere in the middle, whether it's on the sandbags, proning next to the wall, or crouching behind the small step-up stairs. The enemy will be coming from the hill, at the cave, or from the right, next to the artillery tank. Hold down your sights and be prepared to rack up the kills, as this is the biggest power position on the map. For lockdown capture the flag, my favorite vantage point is the long haul. If you're given the opportunity to having forward down while pulling the opposing team's flag under bridge, the other team will spawn at their default located in the back left of the map. The main area the other team will come from is under the gate at the far left, so you can be set up practically anywhere mid-map to cut off the gate. My personal favorite spot is a long haul. I just crouch in the window and hold down my sights waiting for the enemy to come flying through. Be aware though, because there will most likely be some guys coming from the top building across from you or cutting from under you. Just make sure you're communicating with your team and you should be able to watch all the cutoffs and get an easy flag cap. Finally, my third favorite vantage point is porta potties on hard hat capture the flag. It's one of the most, if not most useful spot for cutoffs. When your team is pulling the enemy's flag over towards the tunnel area, you're going to force spawn the other team to the back corner of the map at the wood piles. To block the opposition from getting your flag, have a guy sit behind the porta potty aiming down at wood piles. Make sure you're creative though, changing up your position to watching the cutoff because the other team will react to your move. Hold down this area for as long as you can to secure your team a flag cap. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the NOS Performance Pro Tips. Once again, this is Censor and I'll catch you later.